Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve another illustration related to labor costing chapter. As I have told you, it's labor costing where which we will calculate wages of different workers. This is cost accounting, management accounting, and usually in cost and management accounting we are related with material, labor, and FH. This chapter is specifically associated with labor where we will calculate amount of wages of different workers. But can you imagine if it is 20 questions, 30 questions, first author, second author, whatever the way of or the method you are using to calculate wages, only two basic rates would be involved for the calculation. First is time rate method, and under which what you will do, you will calculate your wages by multiplying time and per hour. So hours worked would be calculated and it would be multiplied with per hour rate. And second method which you will use is actually piecework rate system, under which what you will do, you will see how many number of pieces a worker had made and it would be multiplied with per piece rate. So simply these two calculations would be used, or two formulas would be used for calculation of any wage rate or any question of any book. In this particular question, you will see we will be using the same question. We will be using it for calculation of our wages. Let me settle down it. Okay, so these are two basic methods which would be used to calculate. Okay, let's read out the question. For a certain work order, standard time is 20. Why not we should note it down? Standard time stands for S. So S is equal to 20. Just to note it down, it would be helpful and will save our time as well. Wage rate is 5 and it is denoted by R, and that is 5. Next is actual time taken. Time taken is T and it is 13. FH is charged 80% of the wage rate. So in this way, we will call we will calculate FH, but later on we will see it. Primarily, we are responsible to calculate labor rates. I have told you there are three major factors: material, labor, and FH. And in this chapter, as it was mentioned, we are associated with labor working. So first we will calculate amount of wages, and then we will see how to calculate FH. Set out comparative statement. What is this comparative statement? If you will use these methods in first option, in second option, if you don't use these methods, this is called comparative statement, where you will see how much amount would be saved if you are using Halsey method instead of traditional. This is your custom or traditional method where you use it hours multiplied per hour. And that's in Halsey you also use the same method in different way. So we will be making a comparative statement using simple method and Halsey method and see if there is any sort of saving. So here we will design our solution by ourselves, and it was mentioned in several of other solutions of this chapter that there is no permanent or fixed performer or format for solution of labor costing. What you have to do, you will redesign it, you will see your question, you will observe your requirement. According to that requirement, you will design solution of that particular question. And believe me, if you have 20 questions, there will be 20 different performers for the solution. So each question has its own identity, each question has its own way of solving the question. Now here what I can do is to solve this question according to Halsey. First, Halsey premium plan, and then I will be calculating wages normal wages would be calculated by using this method, hours multiplied by per hour, and we'll see any sort of saving. Then we will be looking forward for FH, as it was mentioned to calculate FH, saving, and total saving would be calculated in this way. How would we do it? That's a separate thing. First, we are going to apply the Halser premium plan, the formula most of you should have in their mind because several calculations have already made, but for the beginners, I'm writing it again. Don't worry about that. And we will learn how to put amounts in that formula as well. So first you need to have time taken, and it would be multiplied by a small r. Then you will put sign of plus. Let me make this distinction. Then you will take the sign of plus, bracket open, and then 1 divided by 2, you will multiply, bracket open, and then you will have standard time minus time taken, bracket closed, and it would be multiplied by r, or rate. So this is the way with which you will be able to calculate your Halsey premium plan. Formula we have written like this, and luckily we have already mentioned what is standard time, per hour rate, and time taken. Only STR will be used to calculate Halsey premium plan formula. Let's put their inputs. Time taken is 13, and you need to multiply it with R per unit per hour rate 5, then add, open your bracket. Please follow this formula, and we will be using above formula to post our inputs. Look at here, time taken 13, multiplied sign, R was 5, plus bracket open, then formula contains 1 by 2 as fixed amount, then you need to put multiply, open your bracket. Standard time is present over here 20. Look how easy it becomes when you write your inputs again before starting of the solution. It would be easy in front of going back to the question, then coming back to the solution, then again for R you were going back to the question and then coming back to the solution. Instead of that, just write down your inputs before starting of your solution. It would be quite easy for you. Standard time is 20, then you need to subtract your time taken, which is 13. All right, and then you need to multiply it with R, rate is 5. So this is your statement. It has been completed. Now we will be putting it on our calculator. How? Open calculator, multiply 13. Better to put a bracket. 13 multiply by 5, bracket close, then plus, bracket open, 1 divided by 2, again bracket open, multiply sign is needed, bracket open, standard time 20 minus 13. Okay, I'm sharing you that you can do this on very simple scientific calculator. All amounts can be written at once. It doesn't matter you are using Excel or not, you can do it on your simple calculator as well. So please, instead of calculating this bracket separately and then this bracket separately, a multiplication, and it would take 4 to 5 steps to calculate this formula. So instead of that, try to learn 100%, do copy of this statement on your calculator and you will get the answer. Bracket closed, and then you need to multiply it with 5, again bracket closed. So you can see there are two brackets opening and two closing brackets. Keep remember, you will be doing the same. So in this way we will be getting our answer for Halsey, and that had become 82.5. So in this way we have got our answer for Halsey premium method, and this is your answer. Let's highlight it as it was required. Okay, so we have 82.5 Halsey premium plan method formula. Now we will see if somebody is not applying a second manufacturing concern and they are not applying Halsey premium. Instead of that, they are applying normal wages. And how do you calculate normal wages? Simple. You will see how many hours a worker had worked and multiply per hour rate, and that's all. So in question, let's go back and see how many hours he had worked. Actual time taken is 13, your per hour rate is 5. So here you can calculate it. But secondly, the normal wages would be for comparative statement. If suppose this incentive was not given, standard time company has observed that it would be 20. So company was considering that 20 hours would be taken and per hour rate is 5. In this way your calculation can be completed over here. 20 multiplied by 5. So please understand, when according to Halsey a bonus plan was introduced. This is your bonus plan over here. TR is simple. What hours taken or time taken multiplied by per hour. This is similar thing. What is this plus? Plus mean another amount would be given. How? When you will introduce your bonus plan. A bonus plan would be given. In this way worker will try hard to complete his job as early as possible, because S minus T means standard time minus time taken. The number of hours save would appear over here and then it would be multiplied by per hour. So normal wages and bonus would be given. So please understand, indirectly manufacturing concern is saving, though they have announced amount of bonus as well. So workers will be indirectly, I should not use the word deceive, but just for understanding, your labor unit would indirectly be deceived in the name of bonus. They have completed their job, benefit is for manufacturing concern, and the amount has also been saved. 100 was supposed to be given according to standard time, and now they are giving only 82.5. Amount has been saved, time has been saved. Look, it's how good thing to apply Halsey premium formula instead of paying them direct wages. So how much saving? You can see that 100 was 100 rupees was the amount and they have paid only 82.5 rupees. So in this way some sort of amount has been saved. So hopefully you have understood what is happening. If normal rate was used, 100 rupees were supposed to be paid. Now they are using Halsey premium plan, with which they are paying only 82.5. So in this way you have saved amount, and we will be calculating this save amount. How? 100 minus 82.5. So this is saving. Now we will calculate our FOH saving as well. FOH was 80%. So first, for normal wages, let's distinguish them. It's important. We are just making difference between normal sort of saving and saving through Halsey premium method. Okay, so these two savings would be matched if they are not using Halsey premium, under which you have seen Halsey 82.5 and its saving in normal wages and saving. In both ways we will be calculating. Okay, now if normal wages are calculated, how much saving would be done? Uh, Under Halsey premium method we have calculated it 7.5. So FH saving would be done over here, and the way would be used will be hours save. Hours save would be multiplied by per hour. So look at here, number of hours in absence of Halsey were 20, and when incentive plan was given, they have completed their job within 13 hours. So hours saved 13, 20 minus 13. Please understand it again. 20 hours in normal cases, and they have completed this job even in 13 hours. So how many hours they have saved? 7. And then it would be multiplied with 5. And since we are calculating FH is asked to make 80%. So in this way your FH saving would be calculated. I'm letting you to understand it again. Please give your attention. 20 hours if Halsey premium plan was not to be posted, and they have completed their job within 13 hours. It means 7 hours they have saved, per hour rate 5, and FH is 80%. So this way you will calculate FH saving 7 hours multiplied by 5 and then multiplied by 80%. That means multiply by 80 divided by 100. So in this way your saving through FH is 28, saving through formula is 17.5. Total saving how much? 17.5 from here and 28 from FH. So total saving is 45.5 if you will adopt Halsey premium plan. Look how what is the performer, or what is the major concept behind it. If you will use this Halsey premium plan, you will have to pay 82.5 total including bonus. In normal wages, you were supposed to pay only 100 rupees. It means 17.5 is directly saved. Secondly, you will have to follow your FOH as well. This saving includes bonus hours as well. But here you will calculate your FOH saving separately, because FOH, this is saving in labor cost and this is saving in, okay, let me mention over here. This is saving in labor cost, and here you have calculated next saving in FH. FH saving 28, labor saving 17.5, total saving 45.5 you have made. Okay, so from here you will go back to the question, and according to Halsey you have calculated wages and its saving. These were two answers which were needed to be calculated. So let's mark them and highlight them. Amount we are now paying 82.5, and amount save is 45.5, 17.5 in terms of wages and 28 in terms of FH you have saved. FH is 80%, and they have saved 7 hours. Amount calculated for FH was 7 multiplied by 5 and 80%. So in this way your total saving is 45.5 if you will adopt Halsey premium instead of normal wages. Now this complete procedure we will use again. Why? Because we'll have to follow the Rowan plan as well. So for Rowan we will save little bit time, and everything, every heading used over here will be reused again for calculation of Rowan plan. So instead of Halsey, what you will do over here, now we will follow Rowan plan. Just like that, Halsey was having a point of view of formula. In the similar way, we will have formula for Rowan as well. And first we will calculate if this organization is not following normal way of payment of wages. Instead of normal way, they are using Rowan plan, and it has its own formula. T multiplied by R, then plus bracket would be open. Second bracket would also be opened, and then you will see standard time. It would be subtracted, time taken would be subtracted from here. You will close the bracket divided by standard time, and then again close the bracket, multiply by, again you can open your bracket, time taken multiply by R. So this way you will use this formula, and you will have to be very careful. 1 2 and 3 opening brackets, 1 2 3 4 are closing brackets, so it means bracket opening and closing should be maintained. 1 2 3. So last bracket is unneeded, or what we will do, we will put one bracket over here and one more bracket over here. Brackets are important, otherwise you will not be able to calculate it correctly. And let's copy str as well. These are two elements involved in calculation of Halsey or Rowan. So we are putting here as well, so that we don't have to go up and down again and again. Let's put inputs in the formula. First, time taken is 13. We can open bracket 13, and it is, please follow this formula and these inputs. Time taken 13, and then you need to multiply small r, which is 5. Close your bracket, add, again open two brackets. S minus t, standard time is 20 minus time taken is 13. Close your bracket, divide it by standard time, which is 20. Close bracket, and then multiply. Time taken was 13, and it would be multiplied by R, rate is 5, and close the bracket. So this is your statement. Appearance is clear, and this statement is for Rowan plan. Little more space we are creating. Since statement is completed, now we can put it on our calculator. We will have to be careful. 13 multiplied by 5. Let's close the bracket, then plus start bracket, and here you will be applying standard time was 20 minus 13, close bracket, divided by standard time was 20, then again close bracket, multiply, bracket open, 13 multiply by 5, bracket closed. Okay, since these amounts should be separately treated, I would like to put another bracket so that it could be separated from normal wages. So here we have, okay, the same thing had happened. This is multiply. So we have got the answer for Rowan plan. It is 87.5. It is requested to please follow these statements and learn well how to put these amounts on calculator. Otherwise, it would be little difficult. So let's highlight it and mark. We are marking it and highlighting this answer. It is 87.5 according to Rowan plan. Halsey 82.5, Rowan 87.5. Now you can understand even Halsey is better than Rowan, because you will have to pay according to perspective of manufacturing concern, but according to labor workers, Rowan is more beneficial than Halsey. So this is also a comparative statement. Halsey is favorable for manufacturing concern but unfavorable for workers. Rowan is unfavorable for manufacturing concern but favorable for workers. Normal wages as usual we will calculate. Normal or standard hours were 20, and you need to multiply per hour rate 5. In this way, normal wages can be calculated 20 multiplied by 5. So direct saving in wages. This is saving in labor cost. How? 100 was supposed to be paid in case if Rowan plan is not used. While under Rowan plan, you have 87.5 as your total amount of wages. So 12.5 would be saved directly as labor cost, and now we will see how much saving for FH. FH is 80% and saving hours saved how much? 20 hours were given and they have completed this job in 13. It means 7 hours were saved. For every hour, 5 rupees are paid and 80% is FH. Just like you have calculated for Halsey method. Now 7 multiply by 5 and multiply by 80%, 80 divided by 100. So in this way 28 would be the amount of saving in case of Rowan. Total saving we will be calculating how much? 12.5 saving in labor and FY saving is 28. So total saving under Halsey, under Rowan plan we have 40.5. This actually it should be 25 and what we have written, let's check it out, 87.75 is the amount. So in this way you can see that there were two amounts, 12.25 and 28. Let's mark it. This is sort of saving in FH. We have used this color for normal wages. So let's design it. And now somebody will say why it is so important of doing this. But I'm assuring you that presenting a question is more important. On paper, you can use your markers, you can use your pencils or pointers to differentiate it. So there were two answers which were needed to be put over here, and we have got total amount of wages and total amount of saving. Now please understand, if you will follow Rowan plan, you can save 12.25 in terms of labor wages and 28 in terms of FH. In this way, you will have 40.25 total saving. FH saving is what when workers will use that particular machine for hours less than that of standard. Obviously your power would be saved, your supervision would be saved. In this way total saving in FH is 28 because 7 hours are not the working hours, these are saved hours. So 28 rupees, amount of 28 would be saved in terms of FH. In terms of labor cost they will save 12.25, in this way 40.25. And now again we can make comparison. Under Halsey total amount saved was 45, under Rowan total amount saved was 40.25. So in all ways Halsey premium method is favorable for manufacturing concern and Rowan is unfavorable as saving is less and payment is more. But for workers, Rowan plan is favorable because they are receiving 87.75 as compared to 82.5 of Halsey. Rowan plan is favorable for workers. So if you are a worker, always insist on Rowan plan. If you are worker you must not follow, you must not be following Halsey premium plan. And second thing is, instead of following formulas, a labor worker when insisting for normal rate, in this way standard time was 20, no matter if it is completed in less or more hours, a labor worker should insist to pay according to standard, and this way more beneficial would be if labor worker is using normal wage rate system instead of Halsey or Rowan. In both phase he will be getting 100 rupees, that means extra amount can be paid. So this is comparative statement and hopefully you have understood. Since we are studying, we will surely be in part or inside of manufacturing concern. We will not be a labor worker, hopefully, and we will be managers and we will be running our own businesses. So keep it in mind, Halsey would be most favorable and favorite method of calculation or giving wages, because in this way you will save your time. How much time you have saved? 7 hours, with which 28 amount of 28 has been saved, and you have even saved amount of wages as well, 17.5. So Halsey would be most favorable if you are working as a manager or you are running your business where you are manufacturing through labor. So for you, Halsey premium method would be most favorable. And if you will not follow Halsey and Robin, what will happen? You will be paying in normal way and it would be a loss of payment. So hopefully you people have understood the phenomena or the philosophy of these two methods and comparison of these two methods with simple normal way. So this was all about of understanding our question, and second illustration we had made. And let's go back to the question. This was our illustration and discussion about this illustration has been completed. I will let you view it in this way. So right now what you have done, you have chosen two methods. This is your Halsey method at above and this is your Rowan method downward. And what was comparative statement? You have made comparison of Halsey with normal wages, then made comparison of Rowan with normal wages, and we have seen that Halsey is most fruitful for manufacturing concern as only 82.5 has been paid instead of 100, and saving of 28 through FH has also been made. I'm just repeating it for your understanding how we have calculated FH saving, because 7 hours were saved with which your power, gas, coal tar, supervision, depreciation was saved. How much? 28. So 17.5 you haven't paid to your workers and 28 has been saved through FH, total saving 45.5. Through Rowan you have saved 40.25. This is whole question in front of you, and I'm very sure that you have enjoyed this question like I have enjoyed. And secondly, your skill and understanding labor costing should have been improved, but even then I'm very open. If you have any difficulty, any problem of understanding this question, you are very open to ask your queries through messages, text, or you can directly contact. I'm surely be available for answering your question instantly, inshallah. 7.12 or third illustration has been completed, and that was all about labor costing, and I think we can conclude whole chapter today. And if you need solution of any other problem from any other book, from any other author, from any other university, you can comment over here and I will surely be trying to solve those questions which you will present in your comments as well. So it's all about today's lecture. Thank you very much for time. Now request. Please solve this question for 4 to 5 times again and again without taking any help. And I'm 100% sure after practicing 3 to 4 times, you will not be needed to take any help from anyone else. You will be independent of solving this question. So so illustration has been ended. We will be soon meeting for solution of any other question in future as well, inshallah. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.